I hope the wind isn't too loud. And I would like to say welcome all FPV friends. This is my lunchtime FPV lessons, where I take my lunch break and hopefully teach you how to fly FPV a little bit better. Today we're going to focus on a couple basic concepts, and the first concept is going to be turns and basic FPV control using the throttle and different ways of actually making said turns. We are going to be flying what we call in Acro mode, which means that as you're flying, if you roll and hold, don't correct for it, it's going to keep going in that direction. Same thing in both directions. I roll right, it's going to keep going right until I correct it. If I pitch forward, it's going to hold forward until I correct it. So that is what we call Acro mode or full manual mode. It'll show up on your OSD as air mode if you guys are not sure about that. So one of the interesting things is that if I'm flying towards something and I just yaw, you notice how I'm still kind of going straight, but I didn't actually change my direction. So in order to steer, you need to do what they call a coordinated turn, which is both roll and yaw simultaneously, right? So you see how both sticks are evenly being moved. It's a little windy, so I apologize about that if that wind noise is there. But it's called a coordinated turn because you have to coordinate both sticks of yaw and roll at the same time. So that's one way that we make a turn. The second way that you would make a turn is if you roll and pitch. You're going to be mainly roll, pitch, a tiny bit of yaw just to help with the camera control, but basically you're going to fly, you're going to roll, and you're going to pitch back. You see how that's changing direction. I can roll and pitch back, and that changes direction. And generally that's going to be used more so once you start flying a little faster. So roll and pitch. It's going to require a little more throttle, roll and pitch, and that'll help you change your direction. And then if you just mix in the tiniest bit of yaw with it, it'll really help get you around that turn sharply. So, well, that's about the end of this battery. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something. And thanks for joining me for my lunchtime FPV lesson. Ooh, this battery is dead. Bring it on in.